Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk Monday, bruv? Faz, what you telling me, fam?
I'm alive. I can't complain. You know, that's the most important thing. Waking up a bit dizzy. I don't know why, man. I don't know
Dizzy.
why. Yeah, waking up like past couple days, been waking up a bit dizzy. Maybe lack of sleep or hydration. So just need to check that.
Madness. You know what
I
I'm
just need to
saying?
check that. Yeah.
Absolute madness. Man said waking up dizzy, you know.
Yeah, serious. Like literally standing up and feeling like, rah, I need to hold something.
That's mad. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. It's happened ever since that Leon game. That Leon game took it out of me, man.
that,
That Leon game, the next
that
day I felt
game, yeah,
like,
that was one for the ages, though. I can't lie.
yeah,
That
yeah,
game was
after that.
incredible, yeah, for all the wrong reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
It was an incredible
It's
game,
a
man.
football heritage game, isn't it? Football
Yeah, it
heritage
was.
game.
It was, bro. Those are the games. Those are the games that, you know what I mean, you tell your children about. You know them as them kind of games there. They're mad. Like they don't make sense. They
They
don't
don't make
happen
sense.
often. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, it
Once
could
in a
be,
once in a decade, maybe.
yeah,
Once every
probably.
5 years, if that.
Mm.
If that,
Madness.
maybe the last time you saw something like that was probably Madrid City, but even that wasn't as crazy as this.
Mm.
Like nail biting as crazy as this, like
It was mental. Yeah,
it
yeah. It
was
didn't make
mental.
sense.
Yeah, it was
Didn't make
mental.
sense at all.
Imagine you are a big gambler and you put like, couple of bags on United to qualify. Do you know what I'm saying? You'd
And then you
you'd be
saw them
finished.
4-2 down. Yeah. Oh, your
You'd be
heart would have
finished.
been doing madness.
You'd be finished, bro. Or you cashed out at 2-0.
Mm.
But yeah.
That's mental, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. It's just football is a mad sport. And then from then we go to Wolves, in it, and then it's a roller coaster of a club. That's what it is. But
Mm.
by the way, I was not late. I see a couple people blaming me. I was not late. You know what I'm saying? I'm not black. I'm Asian. You know what I'm
This
saying? Let's
guy.
just clarify that, innit?
Bro, I moved the show to 4:30 because I got caught in some bank holiday traffic. Do you know what I'm saying? So
The police pull you over or something.
no, there's bare traffic, bro. Like literally, it took me about 55 minutes, yeah, to do less than a 10-minute journey, bro. Like I'm getting out of London, bro. At the end of the season, I'm tired of it. I don't like it here anymore, bro. It's a joke.
I
It's an
I, I always say this: London, it's a jungle, man. It's a jungle.
brother. Like I was literally from the supermarket to my yard. Yeah, it
Mm.
is a 20-minute walk, bro. It's 20 minutes on foot, blood. So it's not far. Do you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And in the car without traffic, it's 5 minutes, bro. It took me 55 minutes to get
So
home
why you not walking?
because I was coming from boxing. So I
Okay.
stopped. So I stopped in the supermarket to pick up some stuff on the way home, and I
Mm.
sat in traffic for 55 minutes, bro. I was supposed to get home. I was supposed
Mm.
to get home just after 3 o'clock. I got home just after 4. So yeah, I'm fuming. Like my boxing
Yeah.
was at 12:30, bro, or 12 o'clock, and I was in the gym till 2. And I sat in traffic for an hour, pretty much 5 minutes away from my house, not moving. So yeah, bro, I'm tired, bro. You know what I mean? I'm tired of that shit. So, bro, I can't wait to leave, man.
Yeah, it happens in London, man. That's what it is. Bank holiday traffic in London is just gonna be long. It's gonna be
Yeah,
long.
yeah, no,
I
it's
don't like
bullshit.
London. I used to live in London when I was young. I don't like London at all.
Yeah, facts. And you can't avoid it, bro. You can't avoid it. You cannot
No.
avoid it, bro. Like temp lights there, like road closures, all these things. It's a joke, bro. Like, man, actually cannot avoid it, bro.
Rance, one of my biggest pet peeve in life, yeah, is looking at cones on the motorway. I hate cones. I despise cones, bro. Because there's no use. I see roads, yeah, like closed off with cones. There's nothing wrong with that road. There's
Mm,
nobody on that road.
it's bullshit.
One of these days, if you see on paper, yeah, Asian man arrested for removing cones on the street, just know it's me because I hate cones, bro. I hate them.
Mm.
I hate them. I might end up going up to one of these road workers one day and say, bro, can I do a video day in the life with you, bro? Because what is it that you man do, bro? Because in China, in Bangladesh, man with no equipment are laying tarmac with bare hands quicker than you, man. So what are you doing, bro? My uncles would lay this road now, yeah, with them boulders, that roller boulders with their bare hands, and lay this road down today, bro. This hole is getting filled today. So what are you man doing, bro?
Yeah, they take the piss, bro. It's true though. It takes these man months to do a job that really they should do overnight in one day, bro.
I hate roadworks, bro. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
So, yeah,
it is
no,
what it is, man.
it's bollocks, bro. But what
It
we're
is what
here,
it is.
people. Do you know what I mean? I had a good
Yeah.
bank holiday, like sparring session today. It was good. You get me? And yeah, bro, man feels good, man. But yeah, spot on about about this Leon result, man. It's like, you know what it is. I got a lot of shit, yeah, from a lot of United fans after the Leon game, because as much as the game, like I said, was incredible, it was incredible for all the wrong reasons. And then now you look at this Wolves result, yeah, and now people are starting to say, well, actually this, actually that. Bro, this season is an Amorim's charge at Manchester United is a complete and utter failure, bro. And the only way he can change that is by lifting that trophy. It's the only way. Like, there's absolutely no sympathy, yeah. There's absolutely no sympathy for what he's going through because it's self-inflicted.
Unfair comment. Totally disagree.
We'll challenge it then.
He came in after having one of the worst transfer windows that Man United fans have ever witnessed.
What transfer window is that?
Well, it's a mix-up of transfer windows, basically. Having bought Rasmus Hojlund for the money that we bought.
Hey, bro, forget that, bro. That wasn't the last window.
It's a mixture. It's a
no. That wasn't the last window. Let's stick
it's a mishmash.
No. Let's stick to the last window. The last window was one of the best windows we've had in recent history.
Yes,
so, and he added Dorgu to that. So let's not do the Rasmus Hojlund thing. Let's not do that.
No,
let's not do the Rasmus Hojlund thing, because Ten Hag had Rasmus Hojlund and so did Ruud. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Yes, we are, because we don't like Rasmus Hojlund.
No, yeah, we don't, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to start making examples here and start falsifying evidence. We can't do that.
No, but it's not. We bought Rasmus Hojlund. That's a fact. When we bought him, yes. But
that was a few years ago, man. We can't do that.
Amorim's coming with having some players, right, that he's had to deal with that doesn't fit his system. Why don't we ever say that Ineos brought him in mid-season knowing that they've got a team that can't play a back three? So they really bit the bullet.
No, they didn't. They didn't bring him in here with a team that they thought that couldn't play a back three, bro. They brought him in here thinking that he could coach a back three, yeah, and he can't with these players, bro. But he's the problem, bro. He can't coach it, bro. It's not the players, bro.
You can hold him accountable that he has played Rasmus more than he needs to. That I will hear. No disagreement with that. I played your match reaction on my live while I was live, and I agreed with probably 90% of the things you said. Absolutely nothing you said is out of line or incorrect. Right? You made a very, very good judgment of the game and very, very good judgment of the team. But the fact is, he has to be called on factors like playing Rasmus too often, playing Alejandro too often. Those are factors I will cuss him on. But I will not cuss him on the fact that when he makes mistakes, it does take him a bit of time, but he does rectify it. You know, for example, he has started Kobe Mino in the left end, pushed Garnacho to the right, something that we wanted to see. Takes him a bit while, but he does get there. As stubborn as he is, he does make changes that we want to see. Next season, will he drop Garnacho and Rasmus when he has Xerxes and Ahmad back? That's what I want to see. I think by 10, 15 games next season, if he's still on the hype
when he had Xerxes available, he still wasn't playing him. So I'm not trying to hear that.
I know. And even
so we don't have a leg to stand
injured. Yeah. Even before Xerxes got injured, he wasn't playing Xerxes. He was saving Xerxes for the unimportant games.
Well, there you go. So the manager showed us who he is. Why are we trying to defend this guy, bro? Like,
because managers he can rectify his mistakes, which he has done.
Nah, bro. The biggest mistake was giving him the job in the first place. I literally stand by that. Like, we should have signed the Wolves manager instead, because he knows how to win games.
Well, you didn't say that though at the time.
I didn't know who Vitor Pereira was. I'll be honest, but that seems like the best way to go. Go and get the managers that no one knows.
Because I could have easily said, well, you could have easily, anybody could have easily said, let's go get David Moyes or Vitor. Let's get them as a
Not David
filler
Moyes.
manager, just to come and get the team in a momentum of wins, and then we go from there. Next season we part ways with them. Really and truly, we shouldn't have let go of Ruud van Nistelrooy if we were going to do that anyway. Save P and let him come in this summer. We would have had the window last summer. On top of that, we would have had the window this summer to clean up the squad. And yeah, no shadow of a doubt, his squad management poor. Dealing with players like Anthony poor, couldn't get anything out of Rashford. He tried to do it with Rashford, then he had to part ways with him. Cool. But every Man United fan, I think minuscule percentage said keep Ruud. Everybody said allow it with Ruud. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow it with Ruud. He's not qualified. He's not this. He's not that. The small sample data that he had, people were like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but bro, but again, we need context to that. The reason why I said, yeah, don't give Ruud van Nistelrooy the job, yeah, don't give him the job, yeah, is because 1 year, I didn't want it to be a situation like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's where he came in as the interim and then he got some good results, and these man got carried away and gave it to him permanently. So I said, yeah, before there's even a possibility that can happen, get him out the door early doors, because you know what Man United fans are like.
Yes.
They do the romance thing, and you know what, Ruud would have had a decent season with us, and then people would have been clamoring for him to keep the job. I didn't trust them. Yeah, for instance, if Ruud stays, and then imagine he got us top 4, which wouldn't have been out the realms of possibility, because when you look at what Aston Villa and Newcastle are doing, I believe that Ruud van Nistelrooy possibly could have done that with the squad that he had. And if he does that now, people are saying, well, he's got Champions League, he deserves to stay. So my thing is, let's not keep Ruud van Nistelrooy, because at the end of the day, it's too dangerous. I saw what they did with Oli, and giving Oli the job was not a good idea. So I was cool with not keeping Ruud van Nistelrooy. However, hindsight is 2020, bro. If these men told me, that this manager was going to be given a free hit for the season and he was allowed to just lose all these games, I would have rather that we kept Ruud van Nistelrooy. I would have rather, bro, because I thought there was some pressure to do something, bro. He was 4 points off top 4 when he came in, bro. So I thought this manager was coming in to get us Champions League football, Faz.
Well, he is. Still a chance. Still a chance. The mishmash of players don't help. You mentioned it yourself. Having Garnacho on one side, Mason Mount on one side, is the most maddest, imbalanced 2 10s playing together. The profiles do not complement each other. Funnily enough, in the first half, you saw the profiles complemented each other. We saw the patterns, we saw the plays, and it looked really, really, positive in terms of how we played. But the final finishing, the final third, it let us down. And that's where the manager has to show that he can learn. Has Ineos got the plans to bite the bullet with Garnacho and Hojlund this summer? Are they going to go against the grain with the top reds and the majority of Man United?
I think Ineos will get rid of them if they can get money for them.
At this point, how much money are we going to negotiate? Because I saw a report saying 20 million of Garnacho's valuation has been slashed based on his performances recently. They should have, the manager included, again, he has to be held accountable. The manager, Ineos, together should have sold Garnacho in summer. We would have been no different. He's not added anything. Nothing much he's added to the squad since the January window that we can say, oh yeah, thank God we didn't sell him. Nothing. So that's where one of the club's mistake is. Ineos brought him in mid-season to think he can coach. He has shown deficiencies in his coaching, but without shadow of a doubt, he has also shown that he rectifies mistakes that he made and made changes that we want to see.
But he takes way too long. And also, look what he done with Kobe. Like, he moved Kobe into the 10, then he played him up front, then he played him back in the double pivot. Now he's back in the 10, bro. Like, can't make up his mind. He told us Xerxes not a striker. Yeah, the last couple games he's played him up front, bro. Like, he hasn't, and he's given us his best games in the 10, in the left 10, and now he's not playing him in the left 10. He's playing Bruno there. Like, and he told us that Bruno's better in the double pivot, but he's playing Bruno in the 10 still. Like, bro, he can't make up his mind, my bro.
No, that's again very fair. Very, very fair, no disagreeing, and held accountable, and rightly so. My viewpoint in that is his accountability. Can he react on this come next season, start of the next season? If, for example, he loses the Europa League, okay? If he loses the Europa League, your stance is get him gone, which is understandable. Get him gone or not get him gone, the fact is, when the window opens to the day the window closes, we need a good window, whatever manager comes in. The reason why we a certain part of the fan base would want him gone is because they don't trust him with the squad. They don't trust him with the players that can come in. Can he make the right decisions often, especially next season, where if we don't win the Europa League, it's simple Premier League and 2 domestic cups. Will he be able to manage the squad well enough? I don't mind the Wolves loss at all, in all honesty. It doesn't affect me, doesn't affect our future in any way, shape, or form. But it's certain decisions that he makes and the certain ways he's coaching that I look at and I say, I don't understand. Yesterday, Cheetah could have played. Without shadow of a doubt, Cheetah could have played. If Rasmus is so valuable to him,
Not could have. He should have played,
He
knowing
should have
that
played.
he's not available in Europe as well. Why isn't he giving him minutes?
Cheetah should have played yesterday, without shadow of a doubt. I totally agree with that. And when he came on, he tried to set Mount up as well, if I'm not mistaken. He looks obviously more positive, more. We've seen the data ourselves. You look at the fullbacks that came on, constantly crossing the ball. I'm sure Cheetah would have loved to get on at the end of one of them crosses because he wants to prove a point anyway. I don't understand his mentality with this Rasmus and Garnacho situation. If he gets sacked, it will be the fact that he did that. But there's no denying that there's an accumulation of windows that have led to players that is in the club that he has to coach, that Ineos brought him in for. Ineos brought him in to coach a bunch of players that Ineos did not buy. That's just the truth. Because he's coaching Ahmad. Ahmad looks great, wing back or 10. He's done well with Xerxes. We want to see more of him. He's doing really
but
well.
I don't think he's done well with Xerxes or Ahmad. I just think that they're really good footballers. So they're thriving regardless. They're thriving in spite of him. Like Xerxes playing in a position and in a style that he's never played.
Yeah, but he's also got a keeper bought from a previous regime without Ineos. That's not reliable. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not reliable. His reliable backline, Mazraoui, Euro, Delict, one of them is not there. That I can say, Euro and Mazraoui that we bought along with Delict. That's a backline. He got a backline that he should be able to work with. You look at the midfield, bro. I don't understand why people are constantly at Ugate's face every other day. He can't do everything. He's not got a ball carrier next to him. He's a specialist person doing a specialist role. He's got clear deficiencies. We did the similar thing with Pogba, asking him to do everything under the sun, and he needed a different type of player next to him. We don't accommodate that, and then people turn on Ugarte saying he can't do this, he can't do that, he's this, he's that. And I get certain aspects of it that he lacks, and we paid a lot of money for him. But if we had a ball carrier next to him, imagine how much better he would look as well.
Yeah, but I think he deserves the criticism because he cost 60 million, bro. And
he does.
60 million for a player, yeah, with all of them deficiencies, yeah, is daylight robbery.
No denying.
Bro, he's a 20 million pound player, bro. Like that's what he is, bro. Like if he came from the academy, I'll be lauding him for the one thing he's good at, and that's retrieving possession. But he's average or below average at everything else. You don't pay 60 million for a player like that, man.
And that's his player. He's had him before.
Exactly.
He's had him before. So he's got to figure out now what type of player he's going to put next to him and how he utilizes him. But profiles complement other players on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I saw Eriksen. For me, Eriksen looked really sharp, bro, with his passing. His passing was tidy. I seen him make a long-range pass with his left foot in a mad angle. I'm thinking, how the hell has he even pulled it off? Then the triangles that he did with Garnacho as well. But he's not gonna. I don't see why the manager didn't play him long enough in the game as well. Certain subs came in. Dallo came in. He was actually poorer. He made the team poorer, And it's his decision making in game that has to improve. I just see if he had a better squad of players to pick from, with profiles that complement each other, I think he would get better out of this team. That's what I believe in. That's why I am still saying, let's see it out with him. Because even if a different manager, let's say we just take out Ruben Amorim today, put Vitor, Moyes, because they are the two managers people talk about. They would still have to pick from this mishmash and make it work with a back four. But
the thing is, I believe you can get 10 to 20% more out of these players by just playing them in a system that they understand and that makes sense to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we've seen in the game against Lyon, it's not a quality thing, because once we overwhelmed them, we literally were just pressuring them and we scored goals almost at will, bro, when we took the handbrake off. So it's not a quality situation. Look at the goal that Kobe Mino scored. Look at the ball that Casemiro put into the box. These are quality. You know, so people are saying that we don't have quality, but we have loads of players that do have quality to their game. Do you know what I mean? Bruno's got moments of quality. Ericsson's got quality. Cass has got quality. Kobe's got quality. Ahmad's got quality. Xerxes got quality. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Lenny Euro's got quality. Mazraoui's got quality. Delit's got quality, bro. There's loads of players that have quality, bro. Like people are going on like we don't have no quality in this squad, bro. Like Mason Mount's not a world beater, but he's got moments of quality in his game, bro. There's loads of players that can produce moments of quality. Do you know what I mean? You can say 10 or 20% is not good enough, bro. 20% out of these players beats a lot of these teams we've lost to, mate. 20% is a lot. 20%. If you get 20% out of every player, bruv, do you know what I mean? Like we've lost 15 games. If you get 20% out of these players, instead of losing 15 games, maybe it's 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Like big fucking difference. Big difference. 20% is a lot to get out of a player, bro. 20%, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's
I mean, just add 20% on the points that we currently have on the board.
But this is what I mean, bro.
Or the 20% of goals that we've scored, add another 20% to that. Where would we be?
I mean, man are going on like 20% enough. 20% is a lot. 20% is a lot, bro.
But you know, we can call the manager as much as we want, but Ineos definitely have to be on the firing line, because we are not, as I say, we are not qualified. As Musa says, we are not qualified. Ineos brought him in middle of the season, knowing the squad that we have, and Ineos should have thought it through, really. And it shows the lack of thinking. They're the ones that had to sack Eric middle of the season. They're the ones that had to sack Ashworth. They're the ones that gave these other man the job that now we're looking shaky. If Amorim has to get sacked, so does Omar Barada.
I think that's fair, and I said that in my match reaction. I was like, yo, like we need to look at Omar Barada for choosing this manager in spite of his philosophy is not suiting the players we have, but also it's one of them ones that can be perceived in one or two ways. That can be perceived as he's sure that he's the manager and he's willing to get rid of all of these players and give him the kind of players that he wants. But I would argue that you should never do that for any manager anyway, because you have to recruit for the club. So that 100%. Shows his naivety, or maybe his lack of experience with dealing with something like that, because it wouldn't have been his job at Man City to do this. It would have been the job of being the job of the director of football, which he wasn't.
I get it. I get it. It's see what the club finally kind of decide in it on how they're gonna go if we don't end up winning the Europa, because financially it's gonna have a big implication, and he's understood that to the point where he said it publicly that look, you know, Europa it is, man. It's all or nothing with the Europa. There's been injuries that we didn't expect that we're going to obviously have, which is part of the game. I think if we had Ahmad, if we had Xerxes available, the probability of him playing them two more than Garnacho and Rasmus is higher. Let's be deadly honest.
No, because he wasn't fancying Xerxes, bro. He wasn't playing Xerxes till the injuries. He wasn't playing him, bro. Xerxes forced his way into the team. He didn't want to play this guy, bro.
But true. It is true. It is true. It's not like Rasmus was bagging goals and he was hard. He wasn't. I don't know what his issue is with playing Rasmus so much. Is it that he doesn't trust Tito? Because the last manager had to bring in Garnacho when he was injured, and he had to force. You know, it was forced to play Garnacho regularly. I don't know why he's not doing that with Tito. I'll be honest. I don't know why he's not doing that with Tito. It does not make sense to me.
Bro, to me, there was no excuse here to not play Cheeto. Yeah, he played Fredrickson and Amas, but not to play Cheeto from the start. It made no sense. Especially,
but he's done that before. I'm sure he's done that before.
No, I don't think he's played him from the start. He just brought him.
No, I think like he's done where he could have brought on Cheeto, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%, bro. Like, but this is my problem. Like, there was something brief today saying that the manager's wary of putting the young players in because it's a team that's not playing well. But the manager's already come out and said that he's going to play the youngest in the league because he's focusing on the Europa League. So if you're going to play them, then play them. Stop flirting with the idea of playing them. That's my thing. I just think that everything that this manager does, ultimately it comes from a place of fear. And this is the reason why I'm not vibing with what he's doing, because everything's negative. It seems like he's got the handbrake on. Even not playing attacking wing backs comes from a place of fear. It's not the formation or the system. It's everything comes from a place of fear, bro. That he needs to be brave, bro. Everything about United was brave, blood. Everything about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's why the guys in the stands will be screaming attack, attack, attack. We always attacked, bro. We were always brave. Even if it meant that we lost games, our mentality was always to take the game to the opposition. Like this manager is a coward, bro. And we're seeing it. Because why do we need to see 70 minutes of Rasmus Hojlund? Why do we need to see 70 minutes of Rasmus Hojlund, bro? Like there's no excuse. Why is Garnacho always playing all of these Why is Garnacho playing all of these minutes, bro? He's saying, oh, Garna's one of the only players with the profile that can carry us up the pitch. Brother, you got rid of Anthony and Rashford willingly. Do you know what I'm saying? So you reduced the profile.
Yeah, but them two were not doing anything. Rashford
it doesn't matter if they weren't doing anything.
Rashford had his run of time. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. No, bro. But these men are still higher in quality than Garnacho and Hojlund. No one can argue that.
Rashford had his run. Yeah,
bro.
Rashford had his run.
Like I said, nobody can argue that Anthony and Rashford are higher quality players
than Rasmus and Garnacho. Yes.
So whether they had their time or not is neither here nor there, bro. Yeah. It's all about using what you have, bro. You've got rid of two players that are better than the players you chose to keep. So you're responsible for that. That's it. It's that simple.
Anthony would have made a better wing back than Dalot, to be fair.
Yeah, but this is the point, bro. I said before the manager came in, use Anthony at wing back. Bro, he didn't give him a chance. He didn't give him a chance, bro. Like, we'd be better off playing fucking Harry Amas in the left 10 than Garnacho. I'll be honest. Because he's technically a better footballer than him. Like, we saw it. Do you know what I mean? He's got a lot of weaknesses defensively, Harry Amas, but at least on the ball, he's composed. And he can put in a cross, bro. Like, technical level so low, bro. Listen, Harry Amas is a kid. So is Fredrickson. They're both technically better footballers than Garnacho.
If Ineos don't end up sacking him, because if he loses the Europa, for example, and Ineos don't end up sacking him, and he doesn't manage to turn it around, again, you can't flame the manager, because it's really Ineos's fault then, because I thought they're going to be more competent in dealing with things than Glazers. They got to show competence then, because #we're not qualified. You know, they got to show competence in saying we messed up again with this manager. Let's go and get a different one. See who's Inzaghi. Is he gonna answer the call?
We don't need an Inzaghi or anything like that. We're not that level, bro. We're not qualified for Inzaghi.
Yeah, but my man's dealing with Damian and Mkhitaryan, bro.
Brother, we're not qualified. He's dealing with them, but he's dealing with them in a league that's less intense, so he can do
in Champions League.
No, I'm talking about in Serie A day to day. The point is, we're not, as a club, we're not good enough to go and look at these managers, bro. Like, there's loads of managers in this Premier League right now that are at lesser clubs than Man United that are better than our manager, bro. Like, this is the reality. If you look at the top 5 in the league right now, Arne Slot came from a lesser league. Mikel Arteta is his first job. Do you know what I mean? And yes, bear in mind, he has had 6 years. He's probably been coaching for longer than our manager, even though he hasn't won what our managers won. Arteta's been coaching for longer. Eddie Howe got Newcastle from fighting relegation to Champions League.
Yeah, but Eddie Howe was on the firing line as well. Let's not forget.
He was in the firing line, but it doesn't matter. So was Arteta. Arteta was in the firing line. Do you know what I'm saying? But Eddie Howe was in the firing line after taking them up to the Champions League, and then almost overachieving in his first season. And in his second season, when he's playing multiple games a week with the squad they had, the results weren't consistent. Do you know what I mean? But that's not necessarily his fault. That was because he overachieved in his first season and the squad depth maybe wasn't there. Now they don't have that problem. You get what I'm saying? So you look at Unai Emery as well, and then bro, like even when you go lower down, you could go all the way down to 10th in the league, yeah, and probably most of these managers are better than our manager. If we're being real,
In terms
like
of lineup
Nuno's
pick, in terms of squad
outperforming.
management, yeah.
Yeah, Nuno's outperforming him. Do you know what I mean? Brighton are 10th. This Brighton manager's got Brighton playing better football than us. I think Bournemouth are in that little bit there as well. Iraola, even though he started really, really well, his team are now performing at the level they should be performing because he don't have world beaters in his team. And now they're up and down, but they're still above us. Same goes for Marco Silva as well at Fulham, bro. All of these guys, yeah, are outperforming Ruben Amorim, bro. And a lot of them are more experienced than him as well. Our manager looks like he's learning on the job, and we criticize.
All will be diminished though if he does end up winning the Europa and gets us into Champions League. But
it shouldn't be forgotten, bro. It'll be forgiven, but not forgotten from me. It'll be forgiven, but not forgotten, because as much as it was amazing, yeah, to win the game, as much as it was amazing to win the game 4-2, my bro, like, I mean, not 4-2, sorry, to come back from 4-2 down, we conceded 4 goals with no reply, you know. 4 with no reply, bro. Like, where was the coaching, bro? How do you go about conceding 4 goals with no adjustments?
I'm seeing Luke Shaw in 2025 is shocking to me. I'll be honest. Seeing Luke Shaw in 2025 pisses me off to this day. To this day. And he wasn't even in the squad last game. A lot of good few other players were not in the squad. I don't think I have any fear that they're gonna sack him, but I just fear more so what window we're gonna have, because if we don't have a decent window this summer, whoever comes in is again set up for failure. They have to work with what they have and out achieve.
I don't think they're set up for failure, bro. We're looking at Thomas Frank at the moment, yeah. And I think he's got Visa and Mbuemo, yeah. Both of them, man, are in like the mid to high teens for goals. Brother, he's got these men scoring goals, bro. Like, he's got this Brentford team structured in a way that these men are scoring goals, bro. If you gave Thomas Frank this exact Manchester United squad, yeah, minus the signing of Dorgu, just the players that Amorim walked in with, he'll be doing way better with this team, bro. He'll be doing way better with this team, bro. In a back 4, he would be. Like, I can't lie. Like, there's no structure. Do you know what I'm saying? 19 Prem goals for him, and I think Mbuemo might be on 15 or something like that. I mean, not Mbuemo, sorry. Visa might be on 15. Brentford, yeah, I always say systems create chances, innit? They create chances and they create goals. Most players in the modern game are not creating their own goals. Like,
we did create chances yesterday. As mad as I was, Garnacho starting after the miss that he had against Lyon.
What chances did we create yesterday with all the possession?
The one that Rasmus should have scored.
Which one was that?
The one where he stretched and he just missed.
I'm not talking about ones he didn't get on the end of. I'm talking about chances that finished with a shot.
Bruno had 2 in the box where he should have actually hit the target at least.
I don't think so. The cross from Garnacho was overhit and it was behind him. I think that he shouldn't have struck that because he wasn't on balance, and that shot nearly went out for a throw-in. What about the other one?
There was 2 of them, similar 2 of them. Bruno had two similar ones, but the chance for Rasmus, really, he should have either bagged or squared the ball to the guy running in on the other side. He should have created a chance.
People talk about the Mason Mount chance, yeah. That was an outside of the foot pass from Eriksen. That's a very difficult chance, bro, because he's fizzed it in the box outside of his foot, like waist tight, bro. Like that, when you connect with that can go anywhere.
This guy is number 7, 250 grand a week player. I mean, if you're telling me it's difficult for him,
Faz, that can go anywhere though.
And the ball is, even if you say it's outside the boot, you cross it with your left foot, it's still curling out inwards. Sorry, yeah, it's still curling inwards. You still have to be able 100%
right. But the difference between somebody whipping the ball with their left foot, and someone hitting it with the outside of their right foot, most of the time is the kid that's on the pass, bro. Do you know what I mean? If you're left-footed, you're able to control the power on the pass
On
more
the
than
shot a lot more, yeah. Whereas if it's outside
Trevella.
the
When
boot,
you
you're
hit
gonna have to hit it
Trevella,
harder.
exactly. So you're overhitting it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it was fizzed in at him. It was at a difficult height. It's a half chance at best, bro. These are not clear-cut chances. We are not creating, clear-cut chances, my bro.
The best
12
opportunity
shots,
that
2 on
we had
target.
was the Rasmus one. Really and truly, the best opportunity was the Rasmus one. Mino had a shot in the first half after 20 minutes that didn't even hit the target. I think that was it. That the Rasmus one was pretty much the one that should have gone in, and one of the Bruno ones in the box should have at least gone in, or he should have, stopped it and then hit the ball. But the way his body positioning was, yeah, he didn't even think it. We didn't even have shots on goal, which was just absurd in the first 20 odd minutes. We had to
But you know why
force
we
the
didn't
shot.
have shots, bro? We didn't have shots because we're not creating clear-cut opportunities. This
Chances.
is my point. The fact is, when you're creating clear-cut opportunities, usually the attack ends with a shot. The reason why we're not shooting is because we're not creating anything. The
The
system
last
does
time we had a clear chance was Bruno and Xerxes, innit? Remember
Yeah.
that 1-2 that they did?
Yeah, and that was brilliant. And that came from players being close together. Ericsson fizzed it into Xerxes, into Bruno, back into Xerxes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like this is what man's saying. Like, is this system, the players are way too far apart for one, which is what I don't like about it. And two, we do not create clear-cut chances, bro. I'm not looking at every Man United game saying, yo, so and so should have had a hat trick or something like that. Or you should have scored. You should have. It's not that. It's like, yo, maybe if. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the last game, the Garnacho miss, I think against Leon, the one where he cut onto his right foot and then he hit it at the goalkeeper. That's a clear-cut chance to me. That's what that is. When you're looking the goalkeeper in his eyes, and it looks like it's harder to miss. That's what I call creating chances. You know when it's you think, yo, how's he missed that? There's not been many chances I've been watching Man United and I got my hands on my head because I'm like, how the hell has he missed that? Like, it's not that. We're not creating enough, bro. Like, we went through a whole game against Wolves, and as soon as they got the free kick, half of my chat were like, right, they're gonna score this, aren't they? It was that kind of game, Faz. It was that kind of game. Half my chat were like, bro, this is going in because they had nothing.
Serious, I agree.
No, they didn't make any saves that I remember.
I agree. Cunha, all of them combined, they didn't really get at us. They didn't really have any man chance to say, oh yeah, they should have won the game. They actually didn't. We had the better opportunities, half chances, if you want to call them, whatever. It was an absolute snooze fest, and yeah, one dead ball, one shot on target, and it's in. That's just what it is. We should have at least had 2 goals by that point, at least 1 goal. And even if we draw the game yesterday, I think it alleviates the pressure from that Europa League game.
100%.
But then I think that Europa League game is still a bit out. We've got Bournemouth first, don't we? Is it Bournemouth or who do we have next?
I'm not really sure, bro. I'll be honest. I've checked out the Premier League.
Finally.
I've checked out, bro. Like, I've got all my eggs in the Europa basket, bro. Like, we're ready to go.
Bournemouth, yeah. Bournemouth is in 6 days. And then after that is the Europa. So we got a little time away, basically. We got a little time away. Nothing going on. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't take away anything from me yesterday's game. I'm just upset the fact that we let away a goal that was unnecessary. I don't even blame Onana for that goal. I just don't.
The free kick? No, it was a good free kick, bro.
Yeah, it was a solid free kick. The sun was in Onana's eyes anyway, so
it was a good free kick, though. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a good free kick. I can't blame goalkeepers for free kicks. If it gets over the wall, like, the wall's job is to protect that side of the goal. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where if the ball goes over the wall, bro, like, I'm not expecting the keeper to save it. If he does, it's a bonus, innit? It's a great save if he saves it.
I hear it. I feel like it's just if we can bite the bullet this summer for Rasmus, if there is any team that is willing, I think I seen somewhere a report says Manchester United value him at 50 million, which is Concussion FC. There's no way someone's paying 50 million for him.
Who, Garnacho?
No, Rasmus.
Oh, hell no. Apparently, I reckon Rasmus is going on loan to Italy, and then that will drive up his price, and then we'll get money for him season after. I don't believe anyone pays money for Rasmus Hojlund summer, bro. Off the back of what? Do you know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
We'll be
Yeah.
lucky to get a loan with an obligation to buy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think we'll get an obligation, mate.
You see how that affects the team as well when you have a striker like that. That even yesterday you're trying to accommodate him as much as you can. He still doesn't get anything. Still gets absolutely nothing.
Bro,
Nothing
even
out of him.
the manager, yeah. What's killed me about the manager said in the post match, he said he needs goals basically as a striker. He was basically saying, yo, he needs goals. The only way for him to gain confidence is for him to score. So I'm just going to keep playing him. Like, why didn't you have that same energy with other players, bro? Why didn't you have that energy with Xerxes? Why didn't you just keep playing him and play him into form then? Like, keep playing him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He turned around and said, oh, Xerxes not a striker because, yeah, he doesn't make goal-orientated movement. Like, he doesn't run into the box. He's not hungry to get in the box, yeah. But why didn't you give him time? Like, why didn't you keep playing him and give him opportunities to get it right, bro? Like, he was struggling to build up any sort of momentum because you kept benching him, you know? So why is Rasmus given the benefit of the doubt, given the fact that his general performances are not even good?
Building up to the quarter final of against Leon, someone in the chat will be able to tell me how many goals have we scored this season in all comps, and the entire season in 44 games, Hojlund has scored 8 goals in 44 games.
Bro, wow. You know what it is? Shout out Rasmus Hojlund, you know, because big man thing, how he's gotten away, yeah, and escaped the abuse that many have received, yeah, for way less than what he's getting away with. Like, bro, he's living a dream right now, you know, because
Just find me someone in the chat. How many goals have we scored all together this season? Someone in the chat will just find it out quick.
I have no idea.
It'll be a large amount considering we've had some big results. We've had Spurs. Well, obviously
the way they killed
Leon
Lukaku was madness. They killed him, you know.
Who?
They killed Lukaku, bro. And I think Lukaku's first Premier League season, what did he score? 17 in the league or something like that? Was it 17 in all comps? I can't remember. Was it 17 in the league? I think it was 17 in the league.
All comps, no?
I'm not sure. I think it was 20 something all comps in his first season. I have no idea. But brother, you know what's crazy? Yeah, this brother's not good at anything. 27 all comps. Bloody hell, mate.
And he's got 8. He's got 8 goals. Which is
that all comps? 8.
Oh yeah. Entire season. Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. No, it's a mad thing, bro. 8 all comps, yeah. And he's not a link player or a creator.
26 games in all comps since December 15th, and he's had 1 goal and 1 assist. In 26 games.
Since December?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. But bro, how's he getting away with this? How's he getting away with this?
Such is life,
how's he actually getting away with this? Like, this is my point. But this is why, as much as you man know I'm not Rashford's biggest fan, how can the manager, play Rashford up front in the 9 once, and decide that, he's not good enough, but then Rasmus has had all these minutes, bro. Rasmus is not a better footballer than Marcus Rashford. He's not. Like, no way, shape, or form. And I'm not even a fan of Rashford's. Like, I would, like, if I'm the manager, like, and I have the opportunity to sell him for 100% profit, I'm selling him. However, one thing I am, is I'm someone who wants to win games. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would rather see Rashford up front, because they said, Rashford's attitude and he doesn't work hard, but neither does Rasmus. I don't see Rasmus running, pressing. Xerxes works harder than Rasmus.
He's got 8 goals in all comps. 5 in Europa League, 3 in Premier League. And he's got that in 2,721 minutes played, all in all, which is 30 games, full
His brother's
games.
failed to score in pretty much 80% of the games he's played for Man United. So that means he's gonna score a goal every 5 games he plays.
Yeah.
In all competitions. 70 odd million. No one's talking about it.
Yeah, every 3.7 games, yeah, to be exact. And his most goals came against Victoria, the vaccine,
yeah.
the club that sounds like a vaccine,
Mm.
and Bodo Glimt.
You see what I'm saying? But this is why the Rashford thing, bro. Like, this is why the Rashford thing. This is why. The same with the Anthony thing, bro. Context is everything, guys. This is what I'm saying, yeah. These men are trying to tell me that this Man United squad's a million miles away of this, and we need all these other things, bro. Proper management, yeah. Proper man management is what this squad's missing, bro. Because this manager coming in and letting go of Rashford and Anthony, and even Malacia as well, just to bring in Dorgu, yeah. And respectfully, yeah, on the ball, Dorgu's not better than Malacia. Like, Malacia might be a better athlete than Malacia, but he's not better on the ball. Malacia is way better on the ball than Dorgu. So, like, I'm not seeing why we needed to spend 30-something million on a footballer like it was urgent, yeah, to play wing back when he's not a better footballer than Malacia anyway. Like, he's not. Like, if we were playing a back 4 and we brought him in to play left back because we needed to replace Luke Shaw, I get it, because Luke Shaw needs replacing. He needs replacing. But the Dorgu signing, yeah, to me, yeah, you're replacing Malacia with a player that's not a better footballer than him. Like, that was not a signing that was that urgent, bro, if we don't get rid of those 3 players. I would argue that maybe in that window, yeah, like, if he believes that Hojlund's not good enough, we should have just either tried to get a striker in that window, or you go get another midfielder in that window, because I think we're short in midfield.
Yeah.
I don't think we're short in defense. Do you know what I mean? Anthony can play wing back. We didn't need Dorgu. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at it,
we didn't need to spend that 30 M.
We didn't
20,
need to spend that
whatever,
money. We didn't need to spend that money on that manager. We didn't need to spend that money on Dorgu. We didn't need to let Rashford and Anthony go either. We didn't need to do any of those things, because people are saying, "Oh, we lack quality in our attack." But I pointed it out, yeah. When you look at Chelsea, yeah, they're in the top 4 race right now. Their attack's not great. Like, it's really not great. Tyreek George had to bail them out the other night. Do you know what I mean? Jadon Sancho's our player. Like, I said it, like, if I had a left wing, yeah, of Sancho and Rashford, a right wing of Anthony and Ahmad, strikers of Xerxes and Hojlund.
Oh, Cheeto.
Yeah, or Cheeto, or Xerxes and Cheeto even, and fuck Hojlund off, bro. I'm happy with that front 6. I'm happy with it, at least for the rest of the season, bro. Like, that front 6 in terms of depth, yeah, is as good as most teams in the league, if not just Liverpool. Liverpool might have slightly more depth, even though I don't know who Salah's right wing replacement is. But I think in terms of depth, I think Liverpool probably have more
players.
That's about,
yeah, just amount of players. Yeah,
in terms of depth. But other than that, do you know what I mean? We always say that Arsenal don't have Saka replacement depth, even though Ethan looks good out there sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal don't have a striker at all, yeah, and we've got 3 or 2.5 because Hojlund's half. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Martinelli and what is it, Trossard on the left hand side. Like, Rashford and Sancho is better than Martinelli and Trossard, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that 6 of Man United and I'm saying, yo, we got decent depth, you know. Like it's decent. It's not amazing. It's not a world beater, but with the right system, I feel like there's a way of kind of utilizing these guys, bro. Do you know what I mean? And if you've got the right kind of system and you're inverting a left-sided player, a player from the left, bro, I'd even throw Kobe Mino there and say, oh, you know what? Sometimes do me an inside left job like what Paul Pogba done.
But he's very good at very good at progressing the ball. People just don't realize how good he is as a left hand. So competent.
Bro, inside left channel, yeah, is Kobe's. That's where Kobe mashes work, bro. That was Pogba's thing as well. Inside left. I'm telling you, yeah. Like, bro, we had enough, man. I can't lie. We had enough, bro, and we've made a lot of our own problems, Faz. We made a lot of our own problems, man. When you look back and see the squad, yeah, the squad that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had, you're almost pinching yourself. You're thinking, rah, there was a time where we had CR7, we had Pogba, we had Sancho, we had Cavani, we had players like that. And now you look at our attack, we've decimated our attack. We've decimated it, bro. Like, even if you look at the start of the season, if we don't loan out Sancho and we keep the attackers we've got, our attack is decent, bro.
I think our attack, bar Bruno and whoever plays in that 10, I think Rasmus and Garnacho are not. There's no way they're Premier League level players, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Rasmus and Garnacho, I haven't even mentioned them. That's the beauty of it, because you can still have Cheeto and Xerxes, yeah, and then you can go get a striker in the summer, or you know what I mean. You do Enrique and say cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we might play if we're gonna rest Xerxes, maybe we will just throw Kobe in the false 9 and we'll play Ahmad and Rashford, or Kobe, Ahmad and Sancho, or whatever, bro. Like, brother, like man need to get more creative, bro. I can't lie. Like the actual level of the players was not the problem. It's just that there was no synergy. Or yes, you can use the loan market and go get a striker on loan. Get rid of Rasmus Hojlund. Get a striker on loan to back up Xerxes. That's all we needed to do. Get a striker on loan. Also, whilst blooding Cheeto into the team. Bruv, that's all we needed to do, man. That front six there, Faz, is good, bro.
It's good enough to attack any team and get individual
goals. 100 goals in this league. It's good enough. It's good enough to score 100 goals in the right system.
Let me tell you something mad. Rasmus Hojlund has scored 24 goals in 88 games in his career in Manchester United. Nicholas Jackson has scored more goals in 15 less games, 16 less games, something like that. And Nicholas Jackson is not a finisher, bro.
He's not a finisher, but he's getting into positions, bro, and he's a lot better than Rasmus.
Chris Wood is about to touch same amount of goals as Rasmus Hojlund has scored in every single competition combined in one season. Chris Wood is going to score the same amount of goals as Rasmus Hojlund has scored in the last nearly 3 years in one season. And that's just in Prem. Rasmus scored 24 goals in all comps. Chris Wood has scored 18 goals just in the Prem. He's about to outdo him. He could possibly outdo him just in the Prem. They're not even in Champions League, and so
it's mental.
It's not. It's like it's unimaginable. It's like, how do you even put this in comparison to anyone else in the league? Like Delap has already outscored any of Rasmus Hojlund's season goals in the Prem. Already, Delap has 12 goals in the Prem already.
Yeah, but bro, it shows you Rasmus is not a Premier League level player, and I think Amorim knows it deep down, yeah. And the hierarchy know it. You know what I mean? They're done with him, bro. That's why people forget towards the end of the season, Rasmus was getting dropped, and that's why Xerxes was signed. Rasmus was getting dropped. Remember, we played the cup final. Bruno was playing false 9. Scott played false 9. We started the season with Bruno and Mason Mount, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We didn't start with Rasmus Hojlund, bro. Rasmus Hojlund was getting phased out of this team towards the end of the season. This is what people actually fail to understand. We literally won our trophy without him. So it's one of them things where the manager's come in and he's given him almost like a new lease of life because the club was moving away from him. And then the manager decided he didn't fancy Xerxes.
Which is, I don't know why.
And Xerxes is a very good player. So we identified that we needed Xerxes as a foil for players like Rashford and stuff like that. And then the manager decided he just didn't want him as a striker. So I'm telling you, this manager is making his own problems, bro. This is my issue because I look at Chelsea, yeah. Like Chelsea lack a striker like Xerxes. If he had a strike, they had a striker like Xerxes, the wide players would score more goals. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal are doing very well with Marino at the moment, but Xerxes in that Arsenal team, yeah, would be fucking ridiculous, bro. Because he's got the height of a Marino and he can carry the ball and he's got feet like that. Xerxes in that Arsenal team, I believe, wins them the league. I believe he wins them the league. Literally, because they're not that far off Liverpool, really. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm really sorry. You know, I get into these moments where, you know, I spend my time looking at mad stats. Yeah, I'll just tell you this other one. Rasmus Hojlund has played the most minutes and scored the least out of Wissa, Delap, Wood, Jackson.
And it's not all his fault. It's a combination of the fact that we don't create, yeah? And it's a fact that we don't create. And also the fact that he's rubbish. It's a mixture of both.
It's fucked.
Brother, he's awful, man.
And Wissa is not even in Europe. Delap is not in Europe. Wood is not in Europe. And Jackson is in Conference League, but he's had one game, 145 minute in Conference League and 127 minute in the qualifiers, less than 190 minute. And all of them have not played European, basically not had European games. Rasmus has had 700 minutes in Europa League. He's played 600 more minutes than Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson been out injured for a little minute as well.
Yeah, he's played 200 more minutes than Wood. He's played 300 more minutes than Delap. He's played 100 minutes more than Wissa. And he's not got no fuck all to show for. This guy is, there is no, I don't know who ever, if we've seen a striker as bad with the context.
We haven't.
Like,
we haven't.
Age.
We haven't, and it's not being spoken about enough. That's why we need to highlight it, bro. So the next signing has to be spot on. Obviously, there's rumors about Osimhen being already agreed in principle. I'm not sure how accurate those are. I think that could be his people basically trying to either start a bidding war or do you know what I mean, or ramp up his valuation in general, bro. I don't think that anything's agreed with Osimhen at the moment.
No, I don't think anything is agreed with Osimhen. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything agreed. I just actually asked one of my guys in Turkey, the guy who does reporting for their version of like Sky Sports.
Okay.
And he said, bro, as far as I know, nothing's been agreed with Osimhen. No club, because there's loads of clubs that are after him. So he's not agreed, no personal terms with no one. It's too early anyways, you know. So he said, nah, nothing. And he would know because he's the one that gave me I remember when Galatasaray were interested in Rashford, he gave me the drop. I didn't buy it, but he gave me the drop.
Okay.
So he's reliable. He is reliable.
But this is it. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. I still think the lap we're in for. The Cunha thing, bro, the way Cunha was behaving, I feel like this Cunha thing is done, bro. Like,
he was rubbing his feet on that, man. Like,
he's rubbing the grass on his legs and that. And then also I saw him speaking to Casemiro on the side after the game. I seen him talking to the manager. Do you know what I mean? He was talking to the manager in the tunnel. And then, like, bro, I think that deal's done, bro.
The way he's moving, like, is moving a bit like, let's embrace this, you know, I'm going to come and bless this team next season. Bro, man's like rubbing his feet. You know how Brazilians do? They rub their feet with the grass and that. They're very religious, of course.
Yeah. I see. Do
And
you see Rodrigo when he was with R9? He rubbed his legs.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
It
rubbed
rubs his
his
legs.
own legs, blood. Like
Yeah,
you know them ones. They man do them things. Yeah. So
yeah. That's why Brazilians and Bangladeshis have so much in common. That's why they say Rodrigo might be Bangladeshi, because we do that in Bangladesh.
yeah,
We,
bro.
we
Man,
look at our
that's some
owners and
judge.
rub their feet. You
Yeah,
know what
man
I'm
took the
saying?
R9 judge, bro. You get me? So yeah, man, it's just one of them things, bro. I
I,
can't lie.
I would like to see a player like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I still see the odd people say Garnacho can be a bench player or
I don't
like a
think he needs to be at the club at all. I don't like his attitude. It's not just his ability, it's his attitude. It's the way he don't pass to Dorgu, the way he's single-minded. Like, I just don't like his
the way he
attitude.
presses, the way he tracks back.
Yeah.
I don't like it, bro.
I
I've
don't
just
like anything about it. And
before
that's all
you
attitude has.
before we went on live, I was watching championship game. Bro, they play many teams in championship playing back three. I see the way the strikers, the wingers, the wing backs, the defenders, everybody presses and squeezes. The Garnacho would get chewed up and spat back out in championship.
He would.
Chewed. I would pay any money to see Alejandro in the championship. You know when he's
He
doggy
would
dog,
struggle in step 4, bro, in non-league.
doggy dog, because the bottom about 6 teams fighting relegation, and the top 12 or 13 teams are fighting for promotion. Yeah, so that's a doggy dog league. I would pay any money to watch this guy in championship, bro, and see what he does.
Bro, people don't understand how much time and space you get on the ball in the Prem, you know, compared to lower leagues. You know, people think the Prem's fast. The Prem is not fast, not compared to the low leagues. Yeah, in this country,
chance.
Lower down you get, the less time on the ball you get, bro.
That is so true.
He would get eaten alive at any level where you only had 2 touches on the ball, because his first touch is non-existent, and he's got no strength. He would get absolutely, you get buried alive. And this is why, yeah, a lot of these academy players that people gas up, yeah, most of the time when they get sent out on loan, yeah, you never see them again. Do you know what I mean? You never see them again, bro. Like, bro, most of Man United's players, yeah, that make it into the first team is because they skip the loan, yeah, and they end up coming. They just it's the right place, right time. You know them ones, like, bro. Most of these men can't pass the loan test, bro. When you get sent out to the Champ or League One, more times you're cooked. And this is why man have to rate Ahmad, because Ahmad done the Scotland thing and he done the Championship thing, and he passed that test. But I guarantee you, most of these academy players ain't passing that Championship test. They're not.
Serious.
They're not.
Serious. If
you know what I'm saying?
Players who've been around the block, you have to get Thingy's been in it. Vardy, he's been around the block. Watkins has been around the block. Ivan has been around the block. These players that have been around the block, you have to rate them, bro. You have to rate them. And that's my thing with some of the players. Like, nobody can deny, Rasmus Hojlund looks like he could do with a loan in League One, bro. Without shadow of a doubt. Remember,
that would take his confidence completely. That would completely.
Who's that Manchester United player, chat? That academy player that people were bigging up. He's gone on loan. I've not seen him since. What's his name? Rants.
Who's that? What position?
Striker.
Oh, the Hugo, bro.
Yeah, Hugo.
Yep, ain't heard his name again, bro. He's probably somewhere not scoring goals. You know,
I've watched him like 3 times. You know. Live 3 or 4 times live.
He scored an absolute banger in pre-season or something, didn't he?
I've seen him 3 times live in different teams, by the way, in different teams. And twice on 2 occasions, I didn't even know he was on the pitch.
There you go.
I didn't know he was on the pitch. I recognized when he got subbed and he's walking. I was like, "Yo, ain't that Hugo?" Ain't that Hugo? I was like, "Rah." See what I'm saying? Loan, it really make or break you, bro. It really make or break you a loan, bro. You have to
in League 2 not doing that, and you see what I'm saying? Like,
look at Anthony. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a good enough player to go on loan and show what he can do.
Yeah, but then it shows you that the problem was United.
Yeah. When players go on loan and do well, it does.
That's what I mean. Man said Wheatley's dying at Walsall, bro. That's what I mean, bro. The majority of these brothers, if they go on loan, they're not coming back. So, like, yeah, man. Bruv, the game is the game. And shout out Modern Samurai. This is spot on, bro. I think a lot of the Manchester United money situation things, yeah, a lot of it's scaremongering. Of course, there are financial restraints, but I believe that they are managed. You know them ones. I believe they are managed and manageable. I believe that we will get some money for Anthony. We'll get some money for Rashford, which will be 100% profit. We'll get money for Garnacho, and I believe that we'll be able to maneuver around. I think we will be able to maneuver around. I still think we will be able to sell to sign players, but I think the window is going to be slow because we're going to have to move players on before we get players in it. So I still expect business to be done, but I expect it to be slow.
Let's see. It comes down to Ineos, man.
And
see
that's
if
what
Ineos
it
is competent enough. That's what the most important thing I look
You know
at.
what,
Is are they
so far,
competent?
window-wise, these guys have done enough for me to give them the benefit of the doubt in it. Like Dorgu was a Amorim profile player, it was a wing back. Do you know what I mean? Other than that, the previous window of Mazraoui, Xerxes and them, man, Delit, solid window, bro. We missed Delit. Hopefully we can get him back for the semi-finals.
Do you reckon we miss Martinez? Because I think
I don't think we message him, but I said it yesterday. I don't think we miss him at all, bro. I think Aiden Heaven.
Some of them passes, them left-footed passes, man.
Brother, Aiden Heaven, bro. Man, they're talking about passes. Even that Fredrickson, brother, bro, you look good, bro. Like yesterday. I don't think we miss him. You see Heaven picking up the ball and running with it, and even Lenny Euro, the way he breaks into midfield from left centre back, bro, his ball carrying serious, bro. Like, I think we don't miss Martinez, bro.
Yeah, but Martinez would have been a good addition because just to have rotation in the squad. I just miss some of the passing, no doubt about it. Lenny Euro's been fantastic, absolutely.
We're conceding less set pieces as well with him. You know them ones. So.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Martinez. I think Martinez struggles to get back into this team, bro. I'll be honest.
Safe.
Do you know what I mean? You lot, make sure you run up the likes, man. Let's get them up, man. We got 1,300 in here. We only got like 380 likes, bro. You man are smoking. You're smoking rice, blood. You know what I'm saying? Don pushed the show been pushed back with Don till 6, innit? Don had to sort something out. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna redirect to there. Also, shout out Faz for 30k as well, blood. I was in your stream as well when it hit as well, blood. When you was ruining my ancestors' food.
Look, why do you is rice not enough?
What do you mean?
Who saw this fruit, vegetable, and decided to make yam out of it? Like, is jollof not enough? Is fried rice not enough? Is noodles not enough? You have to have pondu, yam, amala. Just eat rice, man. Rice, chapati, roti, paratha, noodles. You can make about 15 dishes with rice. You can only make one thing with yam, which is pound it, keep. Okay.
I hear it, bro.
I tried it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it, man. But nah, big up, man. Like, big up for the 30k. Do you know what I'm saying? Good work.
No, love. We already at 30,100. So big love.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. But you need to stick to the paratas and the poppadoms and that. Like, don't, man. When I saw Puff and that, I was like, bro, let's not do this.
No, Papa was lovely. My neighbor, which was obviously unplanned, he came to my house, brought me food, which was unplanned, unless she's actually watching Cooking with Faz and felt sorry, which would be just crazy. She brought me food for Easter, and I gave her my egusi soup. I didn't give her the amala. I don't want to, ruin my relationship with my neighbor. And she said, yo, the egusi is amazing.
Where's your neighbor from? Where's she from?
Nigeria.
She fuck, man. Ain't no Nigeria saying that your goosey soup's nice, bro.
Why are you guys like? Do you dislike me or something?
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Dislike me? Like, do you not want to see me shine or something?
It's got nothing to do with that,
bro. Man made the egusi with egusi. The seeds blended it.
Yeah, but brother, right, I hear it.
She was on live. She said, "Did you use red oil?" She didn't think I know about palm oil.
I saw you had the palm oil still. Fair enough,
man. I know save the environment on all of that, but palm trees and this, that. But man had proper palm oil, bleached palm oil. If you know, you know. That's what they be using in Port Harcourt.
I hear that, bro. I hear it, bro.
I had dried smoked fish, tilapia. You know what I'm saying? I did it properly, but the yam is just, I don't know, bro. I don't know why the yam was. The lady in the shop done me dirty. I asked her yam. I googled the brand when she was pouring the powder. You get nervous when you go to a shop.
Yeah,
I didn't challenge her. I didn't challenge her. So I just googled the brand, and it came up as yam. So I said, okay, it must be the African brand So yeah, mini powder looks white, bro. Yeah, all of it looks white, but when you pour water, it turns brown. I was like, what the hell is this? Is this what? So I was just, yeah, it is what it is.
I hear it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
You
hear
know what I'm
it.
saying? Soon enough, we're gonna make rice and peas. You know what I'm saying? Soon enough,
Hey,
they'll be the
don't do that. But yeah, big up everyone inside.
At least big up the Jamaicans. It's easier. You just boil rice, boil peas, put it together, rice and peas. It's the
No,
easiest
you
stuff.
don't, bro. Do you know what I'm
not
saying? It
hard.
depends. It depends on what peas
not
you're
hard, it's
using.
not
If you're
hard,
gonna
it's not
use peas out of the tin, if not, you're gonna need
It's
to
not
soak
hard.
the
It's not
peas.
hard.
You're
Don't
gonna need to soak
complicate
the
it.
peas overnight. You're gonna need
Stick to grilling ribs.
if you're gonna use fresh coconut or not. Do you
Calm
know what I
down.
mean? Like a man's going on like man just throw
You gotta
rice
calm
and
down.
peas
You
in
don't
the
even eat
pot, bro. Nah,
tomatoes.
bro, listen.
You're
come
allergic
on,
to
bro.
vegetables.
What's
So
wrong with you, my
please,
brother? What's wrong
calm
with
down.
you?
Calm down.
Man's gonna
Calm
just
down.
throw rice and peas in a pot, yeah, and
When
put
was the last time you
fire
looked at
under
your
it.
Jamaican
That's crazy.
passport? Have you even got a Jamaican
That's
passport?
crazy work.
I'm more
I
eligible to
don't
have a
need
Jamaican
one, bro.
passport.
Do you know what I mean? I was on FaceTime to my dad who lives there, blood. Literally yesterday. I don't need a passport. I got land. You know,
Land
like
hype.
that. It is what it is. I got
Land
land.
hype. You know, back home politics hype. Probably 15 man are fighting over
I
that
got
land.
land, my G. You know
15
them way.
people are fighting
I
over
got
that land.
land in my name, blood. Man can say passport, bro. Listen, I got land, bro.
15 people are fighting over that land. I know for a fact.
No
and the
one's
council is
fighting.
involved.
No one's
That's how it
fighting.
happens,
I could get my passport when I want my passport. You know them ones. Listen, I'll be real, yeah. You man think that Ravel Morrison can get a passport, but I can't.
He's an athlete, innit? They need him.
What's man talking
Mason
about?
Greenwood.
That's light work, blood. I could get
Mason
a brother. I
Greenwood.
could get a passport if I want one. You know, like
can
that.
I.
It is what it is. It is what it is, my brother. So it
the
don't.
way
It
I'm
don't
cooking
matter. It don't matter.
every country food,
That's
I only should have a Korean
That's a
passport.
one phone call. My dad was at the racetrack with Michael Johnson. Yeah, literally the other week, blood. That what are you
doing
talking,
there?
bro? Because my dad's still coaching at the athletics thing and that.
Okay.
You get me? So my dad's got runners. You understand?
Okay.
So, bro, man, think I can't get a passport. What's man?
Well, to be fair, I can get a passport in Jamaica as well. You don't really have to be there.
No, you ain't getting no passport, brother.
You don't have to be there, bro. You don't. Let's be honest,
Come
man.
on,
I don't have to be in Bangladesh to get a Bangladeshi passport. I just make a phone call, Western Union some money, and it's done.
Come on, brother.
Western Union settings, man. It's done,
Union,
man. Come
bro,
on,
listen, we don't want your money first. We don't want your money. Make the rice and peas first, and then we'll see about the passport.
Yeah, but it's not just rice and peas. It's about embracing the culture.
No, we'll see about no.
Who job bless, no man can curse. Who job bless, no man can curse.
That's amazing, boy. That's good. You got Spotify. You know them ones. But let me tell you something. Yeah, man, need to see the rice and peas, boy, before man start talking that talk. You know them, man. So we'll be there for the rice and peas, my brother.
Yeah, we'll be one of these days, man. One of these days. You know.
You get me? Nah, man. All right, big up everyone inside. You man said Aaron's live in it for the redirect. He said Aaron's live for a redirect. He's doing a watch along for Baller League and stuff like that. Bro, I told them, man, you know, I spoke to someone with them. I said, you ball CEOs, if they give you another season, you need to give me a team in it because, yeah, bro.
What they say?
Well, yeah, they said, yeah. But I said, I don't want to be the face of the team. I just want to be the coach. So
don't worry. We'll be there, man. I will be there as well. If you lose one game, yeah.
You lot send me the link. For
Aaron's game in Baller League, it's long for you. I will personally lead the line. Yeah, personally lead the line in critiquing your football. Personally,
get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
hey guys, drop the link for Aaron's stream in the chat, please, because it's not coming up on the redirect thing. So drop the stream in drop the stream link in the thing, bro. I just want to be the coach, innit? I don't want to be the face of the team because a lot of them guys like Angry Ginger and them, man, they're the face of the team, but they don't coach. You get me? So I'm just trying to be the coach, blood. I'm not trying to be.
You're trying to be the what's that guy's name who used to manage Mayweather behind the scenes?
His uncle Roger.
Oh, no, Al Heyman. Al Heyman.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to be the Al Heyman. To be fair, it suits you. You're getting on a bit now, so it suits you.
I hear that, bro. You know, I hear that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yo, people are redirecting to Aaron. You know what I mean? So big up everyone. Make sure you drop.
What about the Don Show? Don Show's live now, innit?
It's late. It's a bit later. He's just messaging me saying he's in traffic, so it's probably gonna get pushed again, guys. So yeah, man. Okay. It's bank holiday Monday in London, guys. You know what I mean? So big up everyone's inside and drop a rants raid in Aaron's chat, people.